I am a med student and completely healthy until the test said I was pregnant. I think the lab made a mistake, I said, staring at the test result like it had just accused me of a felony. You're a man, Lucas? Noah replied, blinking at the word pregnant as if it would disappear if he stared long enough. I'm a second-year med student at NYU Langone, with a clean bill of health and zero desire for surprises. But that morning, my clinical skills rotation came with more than just caffeine jitters. It came with nausea I couldn't explain. So, as a joke, my classmate dared me to test for pregnancy, citing some bizarre case report. I laughed. I peed on the stick. Then I stopped laughing. A blood test confirmed it. Human chorionic gonadotropin. Positive. I remember sitting in the tiny campus clinic, the overhead lights buzzing like they were judging me too. My hands were cold, the sterile paper crinkling beneath me like foil wrapping around a secret I didn't ask for. Then came the scan, and the look on the OBGYN's face told me this wasn't a prank or a fluke. I've never seen this before, Dr. Kim whispered. You have a functioning uterus. Extremely rare, like case report rare, but biologically, you are pregnant. I didn't hear much after that. When Noah and I first met, we were nothing but roommates. He was a pre-law student with too many hoodies and a sleep schedule that mirrored a raccoon's. We bickered like old men and made up over leftover pad thai. Then, somewhere between midnight movies and shared laundry days, it turned into something else. Something warm. Something terrifying. Something real. We kissed for the first time when it started snowing in April. By June, I was in love with him. By July, we stopped using protection, not because we didn't care, but because we trusted. Now August came with this revelation, and my hands were shaking. I didn't tell Noah right away. I buried myself in research, combing every obscure medical journal for clues. I barely slept, barely ate. I skipped class and ignored his texts. You're hiding something? He said one night, standing in the doorway of our apartment, his voice like quiet thunder. Talk to me. So I did. I showed him the test. I showed him the ultrasound. And then I cried like I hadn't since I was 6 years old. He didn't freak out. He didn't yell. He sat beside me, took my hand, and whispered, "Then we'll figure this out. Pregnancy, when you're a man, is not just a medical anomaly, it's a social earthquake." My professors looked at me like I was an unsolvable riddle. Some classmates started whispering. One even dropped their scalpel mid-dissection. The school offered time off, but I couldn't afford to disappear. I had worked too hard, fought too long to get here. Noah became my shield. He walked me to class, carried my bag, stood up for me even when I wanted to disappear. And yet, it wasn't easy. You don't have to stay, I told him once, my voice brittle like old glass. He laughed, the sound raw and breaking. Do you know how much I want to stay? But the stress got worse as the weeks passed. Morning sickness turned into afternoon exhaustion. My body ached in places I never knew could ache. And the fear was constant. Would the baby be healthy? Would I be okay? What if I lost everything? We fought one night. A stupid, brutal fight about dishes and appointments and hormones I couldn't control. You don't understand what it's like, I snapped. You're right, he said, stepping back. I don't. But I want to. Let me. And I did. I let him hold me while I broke. I let him rub my back when the pain got too much. I let him whisper to our unborn child like he already knew them. And slowly, I began to believe we could make it. The day I went into labor, the city was drowned in rain. Taxis honked like wild animals, and I was clutching Noah's hoodie with all the strength I had left. The hospital staff was ready, more curious than alarmed. Dr. Kim handled the delivery like a pro, and after 16 hours of screaming, sobbing, and cursing every cell in my body, I heard it. A cry. Sharp. Beautiful. Ours. It's a girl, Dr. Kim said. She's perfect. Noah was shaking as he held her. She's got your nose, he whispered. And your eyes? I added, my heart swelling like it never had before. We named her Riley. The aftermath wasn't simple. Reporters started sniffing around. My case hit medical journals. We declined interviews. We chose to protect our daughter's future over 15 seconds of fame. I finished med school with Noah attending every award ceremony like the proudest boyfriend alive. We moved to a quieter part of upstate, where no one cared if the pediatrician used to be a headline. At night, Riley would sleep between us. I'd watch Noah press kisses to her hair, then to mine, and I'd think some miracles aren't loud. Some miracles begin with a mistake. Some miracles cry in the middle of the night. Some miracles are just two boys and a heartbeat between them. And in the quiet of our shared life, I finally understood. I wasn't an anomaly. I was a father, loved, whole, exactly as I was. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.